Donald Trump just told the largest supplier of human resources in Africa to take your human resources and shove it off your a-hole. It's not me, that's what Donald Trump said. He said, take your human resources and get out of my country. I don't want to see you in my country again. This is what Donald Trump has said, and so many people are panicking. Oh, Nigeria has been banned from actually getting into America, and this is what we're going to be covering today. Welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining for the first time, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Today we are going to be looking at the ban on Nigeria by the US government. We are going to be taking a deep dive into it, where we are going to be looking at 4 major parts. We're going to be looking at what happened, why did this ban happen, how will it affect your travel plans, and what can you do about it. In this channel, we are all about solutions, so you will want to stay to the end to see what you can do now that you have been banned from going into the US. To start immediately, what is happening? Now, it is said that by 2026, according to the declarations of Donald Trump right now, Nigeria has been added to a list of countries that have been banned to get into the USA. Now, when we say ban, what are we talking of? I want you to understand really what is going on. We are talking of a partial ban. Now, so many people are agitated. Nigeria is not on the permanent ban from going to the USA. Let me clarify this now. Nigeria is on a partial ban, and it is very important that you know that, so that this already can get you settled in for the rest of the video. What is the status of Nigeria right now? As per this declaration, there are 3 things to take note of. Number 1, I have already said, partial ban. Nigeria is not completely banned. We have a partial ban, meaning that there are going to be more stringent measures. Now, those things that might have been an oversight before will be now brought into the forefront, and things that could have loopholes from which you could pass through before, now those loopholes are going to be sealed. The truth is, if America wants to make life difficult for you, they would make life difficult for you, and they have just decided to do that. Number 2, Nigeria will face limits on visa types. Probably what this entails is that there are going to be a cap. Now, I mean, most countries in Europe already have caps, when it comes to getting into the country. But before, in the US, there's no outspoken cap. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any outspoken cap, or maybe any number. Maybe after 1,000 people get in, there will be no other people let in. But there are going to be definitely limits of those who they will allow into the country. It doesn't matter whether you qualify or not. Once these certain people have gone into the country, the possibility of you getting into the country becomes almost 0. Number 3 point to take home in this first part is that those now inside the US that has a visa, maybe a temporary visa or something like that, it's going to be really difficult for you to renew your visa, or you are going to face a really strong blockade towards that, or even you probably will not even be able to renew it. And if you dare step out of the USA, you have become equalized like everybody living in Nigeria, even though you might have an active visa. So that is very important if you're in the US right now. Point number 2 is, why did this happen? And also, there are 3 major reasons why this happened. We're going to break them down. Number 1 is security reasons. Now, when there's a security threat in a nation, the US tries to threaten that nation, with several things. Sometimes they talk about sanctions, they talk about this. In fact, this travel ban is a form of a sanction, and people do not even know. They feel that, they just targeted travel. No, it's a sanction. Donald Trump had threatened to come in and invade Nigeria. But then I'm sure he must have started and people have said, my brother, this is not worth the struggle. Don't even dare. Don't even try to come and invade Nigeria. It's not worth it. You understand? So what yours do is stop the elites, those who are the leaders there, from being able to come and have fun with their kids. Those who have their kids here, their kids should be stuck here. And those who are planning to bring their kids, they should not be able to bring their kids here. Just make life difficult for them, and they will cower to that. So the security threat there that has been the bone of contention for months, Donald Trump has decided that he's going to bring down the hammer by limiting the travel of those from Nigeria. And that's the first reason. Reason number 2, visa overstaying. It is said that most Nigerians overstay their visa. To be fair, this is not just in Nigeria. This is several countries all over the world. Middle East, in Asia, in Europe, people overstay their visas in America. So it's not just us, it is everybody. But then, of course, we are part of the scapegoats that we added to the list, so we have to take it. Overstaying of visa is the next thing. And point number 3, Baba said that there is no information sharing. So we do not share good information between Nigeria and the USA, especially when it has to do with documentation of those who want to come over to the country. Normally, sometimes when you say, I have 2 billion in the bank, there might be an issue with that. Maybe, yes, you have the money there, but you don't know if it's going to keep coming, consistently. And because of that, they want to be sure of certain details. In Europe here, when somebody said, I have this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, there are channels of verification. Those are very clear. In fact, they don't even have to bother about anything that is put in Switzerland, in any other country, right? They will find you, boom, if you do something in Poland, they're going to see it in the general system. But this is not the same with Nigeria. So lack of Information sharing and documentation for those who want to travel is a big issue. And Baba has said, nah, this one I cannot take. So because of this, you people are going to be under bigger scrutiny. And this is why this is happening. Now let's talk about how does this affect you? That is someone who is going to travel. Now, this might affect you both negatively and positively, because already so many people are already thinking of going back. You know, we are no more going to America, blah, blah, blah. Some people are already cussing out America. But remember, this is a partial ban. Of course, right now, when you go to apply, your visibility, your ability to get a visa is constrained. In fact, if it was 90-10 before, now it's now 95-5. So 5% chance only. But listen, 1% chance of a visa is still a chance. And people will get a US visa and still go to the USA. That is the truth. But then you have to be more strategic. You have to be very airtight in your documentation. It means you have to change your mindset. Those mindset that we used to have that make you say, okay, let's go and give it to the God of Shiloh. Let's go and give it instead of it to do the documentation yourself and make sure that you have everything that is required must have to end. You now have to go with everything. If they say have 10,000, carry that 10,000. If they say have this, carry that thing they say you should have. That is for me what I believe and how it's going to affect people here. It's going to affect you in that if you do the right thing, you will be part of those partial people. But then if you don't do the right thing, you are going to be sent to the back. You will waste money. You will waste money. You will waste time. Visa application will take longer. If people were waiting 1 year to get a visa to America, maybe you might wait 2 years to get a visa to America. I'm just saying, in case you have a lot of all these years to waste. It's okay, take your time, you understand? And finally, we are going to go into what can you do? Now that this thing has happened, we cannot do much. The question is, what can you do? And from what I have always advised people to do, transit visa is the next thing. You must not go to the US or you must not go to the US now. If you know Mazi Titi, many people know him already on the internet. The fact of the matter is he was with me in Poland here. He has been to Cyprus, he's been to Dubai, he's been to the UK, now he's in the US. So that road you want to use, that straight road, might have been blocked. You have to go through the corner, through the desert. It might take you 3 years, but then that might be your only option. Now, some of the countries I'm even going to call for you, I would not want you to be there. Because that's how Europe is. So to be fair with you, that's how this Europe is. But if you can use that as a stepping stone, Poland, Bulgaria, Romania, even Slovakia, Czech Republic, all of these places, although all of them are tightening up now. Anyone that joins Schengen, they start pressing Nigeria on their leg. They start pressing our neck. But still, they remain the easier evil. And what path should you choose? Studies or work? Studies. Studies remain the best path to travel. Anytime, any day. So use your studies, go to one of these transit countries, get their degree, establish yourself in the country, probably get their passport or their permanent residency. Find a way to get it. It's very important. Once you hold this and hold this tight, boom, you start thinking further. Is it UK? Is it Canada? Is it Australia? What kind of job am I doing? What kind of job am I looking for there? What is he going to do? And bam, bam, bam. And then that is it. So for me, I will summarize all of this by saying, do not panic. Of course, when it comes to travels, things will change. If you're somebody who is more relaxed, you can chill, wait for this Donald Trump tenure to go away. They just rotate it. This thing is rotational. Time will come again, they will open the door and they will give 10,000, 50, 100,000 people visa, vroom, coming. That is how immigration is. So that they will have another government can come and complain about immigration. You know, that's how it rolls. One government brings in people, another government complains about it and they use it to win. Then the next government brings in again. So it's just a cycle. So the cycle will still get to that time. But until then, you can go to somewhere that can give you 24 hours light. You can go to somewhere that can give you proper education. You can go to somewhere that can give you security. You can go to somewhere that can give you better chances for your future. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. I am going to see you in my next video. Hopefully we are back and we are back for good. Peace and love. See you. Bye.